Okay, good morning, everyone. Today it's third session on analog circuits, gate lecture we are conducting, and today is 28th August, Saturday, 11:15 to 1:15 p.m. So, in our previous gate lectures on analog circuits, we have seen op amps, operational amplifiers, and their applications. We have seen inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier. Then we have seen BJT transistors and many other, you can say, applications of op-amp. Then we have solved certain examples, gate examples, based on this op-amp. Few circuits we have solved. And going ahead with this, we are today going to see few things about BJT. Okay, that is also important part, and many times the questions also are asked from BJT. Okay, so let me share the other screen. Characteristics of op-amp that I wanted to discuss today. Uh, yes, let me zoom it a little bit. Here in characteristics, you can see voltage gain. Ideally, it is considered to be infinite. Then practically, it is 10 raised to 6. Input resistance is infinite. Output resistance, my dear friends, it is 0. Okay. Input resistance is infinite. Output resistance is 0. Okay. Then talking about bandwidth, it's infinite. Gain of bandwidth is also infinite. Then the CMR ratio, okay, common mode rejection rate, I can say it's the rate. Common mode rejection rate. Common mode rejection rate means what? When the input is given to the common terminal of the amplifier, it means it is in common mode. So that should be infinite. Ideally, it should be infinite, okay? And slew rate, that is also infinite. So all the things are infinite over here. Only one thing, that is output resistance, my dear friends. This is to be noted. Output resistance is 0. So the question for gate, it can be, what is the output resistance, ideal output resistance for op-amp, operational amplifier? From the options, you have to select one. So the answer will be 0. Okay, so it is also referred as basic linear integrated circuit. Okay, so this is the symbol for op-amp. Okay, inverting terminal, that is negative, 180-degree phase shift. Non-inverting terminal, that is at angle 0, phase phi is equal to 0, connected to positive. Then there is minus V saturation and plus V saturation. V naught is the output. So phase shift phi. So this one, when input is given this way, okay, when the input is sinusoidal, okay, when the input is sinusoidal given to the op-amp, when it is connected to non-inverting terminal, non-inverting terminal matlab kaun sa hai? It is a positive terminal, okay, please see. So just a second, I will stop presenting. I will present the whole screen. I'm sorry. So this is the positive terminal. Now I think it is visible. Previously only the PPT screen was visible. So I will discuss it again. Characteristics of op-amp I was discussing. So characteristics of op-amp are such that all the things are infinite, rest only the thing is output resistance. You can see here R0, it is 0. Rest all the characteristics are infinite. Okay, my dear friends, CMRR, that is common mode rejection ratio or common mode rejection rate, it is infinite. Slew rate is infinite. Bandwidth is infinite. Input resistance is infinite. Voltage gain is also infinite. Output resistance is 0. Okay, so that you should note. It is also called as basic linear integrated circuit. This is the symbol for op-amp: V saturation plus minus V saturation output and inverting non-inverting terminal. Non-inverting terminal is positive. Okay, inverting means negative. Here, if this is the input, that is analog sinusoidal input, if it is given in this way, so output will be non-inverting amplifier this way or inverting amplifier in this way. Okay, just a second, I would like to share the attendance or the feedback link. Wait a minute. So I'm sharing the attendance and the feedback form in the chat box. Everyone, please, everyone give this attendance, fill this Google form. I will give 2 minutes. Okay, I hope everyone has filled the attendance. In the chat box, the link is given. Can anyone reply, please, if you have filled the attendance. Yes, Himanshu has filled. Okay, all right, all right. So I will continue with the lecture now. So I was discussing about this. If the input signal is sinusoidal this way, if it is connected to non-inverting terminal, अगर वो पॉजिटिव को कनेक्ट होगा तो एज इट इज सिग्नल देगा, एम्पलीफाई करेगा. दिख रहा है आपको, मैग्नीट्यूड बढ़ गया है उसका पॉजिटिव और निगेटिव साइड में. बट इफ इट इज कनेक्टेड टू नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल, सॉरी इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल, यानी कि निगेटिव टर्मिनल को कनेक्ट होगा. If it is connected to negative, the output will be this way. Okay, inverting amplifier. Going ahead. Now, this particular op-amp, there are 4 cases. Okay, V1 is the voltage between inverting and non-inverting terminal. Okay, this is V1. Sorry, V1 connected to non-inverting, V2 this one. So if case 1, when V1 is grounded, not equal to 0, matlab, sorry, V1 is not equal to 0 means supply is given to V1, यहाँ पे supply दिया है, V2 is equal to 0 means this is grounded, then output V0 will be greater than 0. Again I will tell you, if V1 is not equal to 0, matlab supply is given to V1, V2 is connected to ground, then output voltage V0 is greater than 0. Case 2, when V1 is not equal to 0, V2 is also not equal to 0, supply is given between these two terminals, then, and second condition, and V1 is greater than V2, then also output voltage V0 will be greater than 0. Okay. Third case, when V1 is equal to 0 and V2 is not equal to 0, मतलब V1 को ground किया है, V2 is not equal to 0, then V0 will be less than 0. मतलब inverting terminal को अगर तुम supply दोगे minus negative terminal को, then output voltage V0 will be less than 0. Fourth case, when V1 is not equal to 0, V2 is also not equal to 0, and V2 is greater than V1, then V0 will be less than 0. Going ahead, talking about the voltage gain, okay, representation of gain. Ideally, it is infinite. Practically, it is 10 raised to 6. Okay, voltage gain. AV, denoted by AV. Voltage gain is 10 raised to 6. The first case, you can see the op-amp, V1, V2, you can see negative terminal, positive terminal, and V0. So Vi is equal to V1 minus V2. V0 is equal to AV into Vi. If we represent like this, then AV multiplied by V1 minus V2. Okay, so relationship. Okay, you can see the relation of output voltage into इनपुट वोल्टेज. मैं एक सिंपल वर्ड्स में बताता हूं. आइडियल केस क्या होता है? इनपुट शुड बी इक्वल टू आउटपुट, देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी लॉस. मैं जो इनपुट दे रहा हूं वो मुझे आउटपुट मिलना चाहिए. वॉट एवर द इनपुट आई एम गिविंग, आउटपुट शुड बी ऑब्टेन. इन प्रैक्टिकल केस ये पॉसिबल नहीं होता है. देयर इज सम गेन प्रेजेंट इन दैट सिस्टम which is to be multiplied with the input, then only we will get the output, whatever the output is. So V0, output voltage V0 is equal to AV into Vi. अब Vi is what? Vi is V1 minus V2. Okay, AV multiplied by V1 minus V2. So if we represent like this, then AV is equal to 10 raised to 6. This is our practical gain, okay, 10 raised to 6. Okay, just a minute. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry for the disturbance. We will continue. Actually, there is. It is also good to take breaks. Okay, 5 minutes break. You get refreshed, and then again, if we start, it is good for you. Okay, like if anyone wants to go to washroom and like that. So we will take breaks after say half an hour. Okay, we will continue ahead. So I was talking about voltage gain. Okay, voltage gain AV. I hope everyone has understood AV. Ideally, it should be infinite, but practically 10 raised to 6. So when AV is equal to infinite, what happens if AV is equal to infinite? So what is the formula? That is V naught will be finite. How? So Vi will be equal to V naught upon infinite. Are you getting? V naught upon AV. AV is what? Infinite. So V naught upon infinite, that is 0. So in that case, V1 will be equal to V2. This V1 will be equal to V2. So there is finite output without any input. So when AV is equal to infinite, there will always be a finite output, even if there is no input given to the terminals, inverting as well as non-inverting terminals. So if we attach any voltage source at V1, the same will appear, but R1 equal to infinite, that is ideally. Hence, they should be open circuited. Okay, going ahead. So talking about internal resistance Ri. If Ri is equal to infinite, that it means that I1 is equal to I2, that is equal to 0. Okay, internal power consumption is equal to 0. Means that, for example, if V0 is 5 volt and AV is equal to 10 raised to 6, Ri is equal to 10 raised to 6 ohm. Okay, input resistance and gain both are 10 raised to 6. So Vi is equal to V0 upon AV. That's equal to 5 microvolt. Okay, are you getting? Why? Because V0 is 5 volt, my dear friends, and AV is 10 raised to 6. So it will become 10 raised to minus 6. That is micro. So 5 microvolt will be your input voltage. That is nearly about 0. 5 into 10 raised to minus 6. It means that 0.000005. Okay, approximately 0. And talking about current, I, according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. V input upon R input, that is internal resistance. Now again, this comes out to be Vi is 5 micro ohm, Ri is 10 raised to 6. So it will be 5 into 10 raised to minus 12. It means that pico, 5 pico ampere, that is equal to 0. ये कब पॉसिबल है? जब इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस इनफाइनाइट है. एक बेसिक लॉजिक मैं बताता हूं आपको यहां पे. अगर रेजिस्टेंस इनफाइनाइट होगा, इट विल रेस्ट्रिक्ट द करंट टू फ्लो फ्रॉम वन पार्ट टू अदर पार्ट. नेचुरल, इट इज क्वाइट नेचुरल. अगर इनफाइनाइट रेजिस्टेंस इनफाइनाइट होगा तो वो करंट को पास होने ही नहीं देगा. ओके, रेजिस्टेंस इनफाइनाइट होगा तो. सो अगर internal resistance of op-amp is infinite, the option here, it should be definitely current is equal to 0, और जो उसका input voltage होगा, that is also equal to 0. Whether or not you are getting output voltage of 5 volt, but the current and input voltage are 0. Going ahead, and if we talk about open loop system and closed loop system, what are the expressions for the gain and input voltage? If it is an open loop, सीधी सीधी बात है, फीडबैक नहीं है, there is no feedback path, no error is generated, plain input is given, output is obtained. So in that case, supply voltage equal to VI, AV is equal to V0 upon VI. This is the simple basic you can say expressions. Okay, simple expression. But if there is a feedback, अगर हम फीडबैक ले रहे हैं, आउटपुट कितना है और हमको इनपुट कितना मिल रहा है, एरर जनरेट हो रहा है, accordingly we are connecting one gain, or we can say connecting one component over here, that is beta. Output voltage is beta into V0. So we are connecting it like this because we want to obtain our desired output voltage. So in that case, इसका अगर ट्रांसफर फंक्शन निकालते या ये ब्लॉक को रिड्यूस करते, इफ वी ट्राई टू रिड्यूस दिस ब्लॉक, Vi is equal to what? Vs plus beta V0. सिंपल बात है, Vi ये सिग्नल है. So Vi will be equal to what? ये दो एडिशन करेगा सिग्नल का, ये समिंग पॉइंट है, so it will be Vs plus बीटा V0. ये सिग्नल का क्या नाम है? बीटा V0. So it will be Vs plus बीटा V0. ये Vi को AV से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तब जाकर के V0 मिलेगा, बट Vi सब्सटीट्यूट करेंगे Vs प्लस बीटा इंटू V0. आर यू गेटिंग? ये एक्सप्रेशन देखिए, सी द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर आउटपुट वोल्टेज. व्हाट इज द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर आउटपुट वोल्टेज? V0 इक्वल टू Vs plus beta V0, that is what? Vi multiplied by AV. In short, it is Vi into AV. We have substituted Vi का एक्सप्रेशन यहाँ पे. Okay, रिपीटिंग, ये इसके टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है कि Vi will be equal to Vs plus बीटा V0. ओके, प्लस और माइनस दोनों है यहाँ पे. प्लस कब होगा? जब पॉजिटिव फीडबैक होगा. माइनस कब होगा? नेगेटिव फीडबैक होगा. नेचुरल है, इट इज क्वाइट नेचुरल. नेगेटिव फीडबैक लेंगे तो ये माइनस होगा, पॉजिटिव फीडबैक होगा तो ये प्लस होगा. ओके, Vs तो ऑलरेडी इट इज प्लस, सप्लाई वोल्टेज Vs. अगर ये प्लस होगा, पॉजिटिव होगा, तो V0 अपॉन Vs, दैट इज आवर ACL, I can say closed loop gain. तो जो closed loop gain होगा उसका एक्सप्रेशन होगा ये AV अपॉन 1 माइनस बीटा AV. ये कहां से मिला? इसका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन फाइंड कर रहे हैं. दैट इज सपोज टू बी ACL, क्लोज्ड लूप गेन. क्लोज्ड लूप गेन फॉर पॉजिटिव फीडबैक. लेट अस रिकॉल कंट्रोल सिस्टम. कंट्रोल सिस्टम में आपने क्या सीखा था? अगर यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर फंक्शन है G, यहाँ पे H है, नेगेटिव फीडबैक है, तो एक्सप्रेशन क्या होगा? G ऑफ S अपॉन 1 प्लस G ऑफ S H ऑफ S, अगर ये नेगेटिव होगा. बट अगर ये पॉजिटिव होगा तो इट विल बी G ऑफ S अपॉन 1 माइनस G ऑफ S H ऑफ S. इट इज नेगेटिव. ओके, 1 माइनस. अगर ये पॉजिटिव फीडबैक है तो डिनोमिनेटर में नेगेटिव होगा, नेगेटिव फीडबैक है तो डिनोमिनेटर में पॉजिटिव होगा. तो अगर हम पॉजिटिव फीडबैक कंसीडर करते हैं तो इसका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन, ये ब्लॉक को रिड्यूस करेंगे तो क्या बनेगा? AV अपॉन 1 माइनस बीटा इंटू this V0, or we can say AV. Okay, this is G of S. So G of S, that is AV divided by 1 minus G of S into H of S. So G of S is AV multiplied by beta AV. Okay, beta AV. Or directly beta, only beta, AV into beta. नेगेटिव फीडबैक होगा तो ये होगा AV अपॉन 1 प्लस बीटा AV. क्लोज्ड लूप गेन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं हम, ACL, क्लोज्ड लूप गेन. ये फॉर्मूलेज लिटिल बिट इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं. यू शुड नोट इट डाउन एंड यू हैव टू जस्ट रीड इट बिफोर गोइंग टू गेट एग्जाम. ये आपको सिर्फ रिकॉल करना है, पढ़ना है. ये मैंने पढ़ा था, क्लोज लूप गेन क्या होता है, वोल्टेज गेन क्या होता है, ओपैम्प होगा तो उसका आइडियल वोल्टेज गेन क्या होता है, इनफाइनाइट होता है, प्रैक्टिकली क्या होता है 10⁶ होता है, ओके, इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस क्या होता है, एवरीथिंग यू शुड ट्राई टू रिकॉल. GATE examination is nothing but testing of your memory, testing of memory, okay, I can say. जब आप गेट एग्जाम देते हो तो बेस्ड ऑन माय पर्सनल experience, I can say, one thing is, when you go to GATE examination, there can be one case, मतलब एक केस ऐसा हो सकता है, you go completely blank हो जाते हो, कुछ भी रिकॉल नहीं होता है, कुछ भी रिमेंबर नहीं होता. ऐसा हुआ है मेरे पास, मेरे साथ एक बार. The first GATE exam when I gave after the engineering at that time. So it is quite natural that you go blank, you become blank, literally blank, and you cannot remember a single formula, nothing you can remember. That case, you cannot crack the GATE exam. In second case, if you try to remember certain formulas using some tricks, यूजिंग सम स्ट्रैटेजी, कुछ टेक्निक यूज करके अगर आप फॉर्मूलेज भी रिमेंबर कर सकते हो, तो इन दैट केस यू विल 100% you can recall all the formulas, all the expressions you can recall in your examination. और एक बार तुमको लिंक मिल गया कि एक न्यूमेरिकल तुम्हारा सॉल्व हो गया, एक न्यूमेरिकल बन गया, all other numericals, I can guarantee that all other numericals naturally it will get solved one by one, one by one, one by one. You will gain your confidence. Once you gain the confidence, definitely you can crack the GATE examination. Okay, that is the thing. So you always have to remember, try to recall the formulas. Okay, that is very important. Okay, recalling the formulas are very important. You can use funny techniques. There are certain funny techniques. Okay, funny techniques भी होते हैं to recall the formulas, to remember the formulas in your own words, in your own language, Hindi language, Marathi language, any language, you have to remember the formulas. और एक ट्रिक में लर्न करना है उसको. ओके, मैथमेटिक्स इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इन गेट एग्जामिनेशन. अगर तुम मैथ्स को स्किप करते हो और ऐसा सोचते हो कि मैं मैथ्स को स्किप कर दूंगा, बाकी सब सब्जेक्ट्स कंफर्म कर लूंगा, अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लूंगा, definitely you will not crack the GATE. Okay, definitely you will not be able to crack the GATE examination. मैथ्स को तुम स्किप नहीं कर सकते, ये कोई भी सब्जेक्ट बाकी स्किप कर सकते हो तुम. ओके, देयर आर अराउंड 20 इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट्स आउट ऑफ 40 सब्जेक्ट्स. 20 इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट्स है. वो 20 इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट्स में भी एक आध सब्जेक्ट तुम स्किप किया तो भी कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Okay, you can signals and systems. Okay, signals के ऊपर questions आते हैं कुछ कुछ, signal and systems. So थोड़े questions होते हैं, ज़्यादा नहीं होते. एक 3 to 4 questions are there, not 3 to 4, even 2-3 questions are asked from signals and systems. That is the ENTC subject, which is not a part of our curriculum. हमारा SPPU के curriculum में signals and systems है ही नहीं. But in GATE examinations, electrical GATE examination, सिग्नल्स एंड सिस्टम्स के 2-3 क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. इट इज ऑलवेज आस्क्ड. सो इन दैट केस ये सब्जेक्ट तुम स्किप किया तो भी चलेगा. ओके, इवन मैं बोलता हूं कि इफ यू आर वीक इन मेजरमेंट्स, ऐसा, मगर अगर तुमको लगता है कि इलेक्ट्रिकल मेजरमेंट्स इज माय वीकनेस, इट इज माय वीक पॉइंट, even if you skip that subject also, I can say you will crack the GATE examination. If you make your strong subjects like power system, control system, analog and digital, network analysis, okay, and machines. Fifth one is machine. So if you take command on these 5 subjects, okay, along with mathematics, that is most important subject. So you will definitely be able to I'm not audible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I thought I am not audible. I didn't see the messages in the chat box. Okay. So I'm talking about the important subjects. Okay, mathematics, 6 important subjects to crack your GATE exam. Okay, this key 5 6 subjects I would like to suggest from my side. Okay, it is not only these 6 subjects, you have to study all the subjects, but it is my suggestion. Okay, I am not telling that you should prepare only 6 subjects. ऐसा नहीं है कि 6 ही prepare करने. This is my personal suggestion. First is maths. 7 subjects, sorry, one more subject I skipped. First is mathematics, then is power system, control system, analog digital, network analysis, okay, machines, and last is aptitude. Okay, numerical aptitude के around 10 questions आते हैं. They are very easy, and definitely I can say you can solve all the 10 questions. I'm not वो एक मराठी में वर्ड है, मी अतिशक्ती नाही करत आहे. Literally 9 out of 10 questions can be solved very easily. सिंपल क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, प्रोबेबिलिटी पे होता है, परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन पे होता है, या फिर कलर कोड पे होता है, सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट पे क्वेश्चन होता है, सिनोनिम्स नहीं, एनालॉजी पे क्वेश्चन होता है, और डाइस जो होता है वो प्रोबेबिलिटी हो गया, डाइस तो हो गया. समटाइम्स द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम स्पीड डिस्टेंस एंड टाइम, स्पीड डिस्टेंस टाइम पे भी एक आधा क्वेश्चन आता है, ट्रेन के ऊपर आता है. ओके, सो द क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी इजी. 10 क्वेश्चंस तुम कंफर्म कर लोगे तो तुमको 8 to 9 मार्क्स यहाँ पे कंफर्म हो गए न्यूमेरिकल एक्टिव में. 8 to 9 मार्क्स. मैथमेटिक्स का क्वेश्चंस आता है तो मैथ्स में यू कैन से कि इन मैथ्स यू कैन, if you do it perfectly, 7 to 8 marks in mathematics you can gain it. Okay, so 7-8 marks from apti, 7-8 marks from maths, so around 15-16 marks यहाँ पे हो गया. ये 2 सब्जेक्ट में ही हो गया. पावर सिस्टम, कंट्रोल सिस्टम, नेटवर्क और एडीई. ओके, इफ यू मेक इट वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, एंड मशीन्स इज वेरी वास्ट सब्जेक्ट एक्चुअली. बहुत सारे लोग मशीन्स को भी ड्रॉप करते हैं, बट ये गलत बात है, मशीन्स को ड्रॉप नहीं करना चाहिए. मशीन्स यू शुड स्टडी. ओके, ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स, डीसी, एसी, सिंक्रोनस, ये चार ही मशीन है, वो 4 मशीन को तुमको परफेक्ट करना है. ओके, ट्रांसफॉर्मर, डीसी, एसी में सिंक्रोनस. ओके, इंडक्शन एंड सिंक्रोनस बोथ. So this 4 machines you have to make it strong. All the formulas, each and every formula related with transformer machines, सब कुछ एक पेज पर लिख के लिखा लो. एक पेज पे नहीं होगा वो, 2-3 पेज लगेंगे. So in 2 pages, 3 pages, you have to write all the formulas, paste it on your wall or somewhere, and daily you have to read it and learn it. Machines तुम्हारा perfect हो जाएगा. मशीन्स में इसके अलावा क्वेश्चंस कुछ कुछ आते हैं, बिकॉज गेट एग्जाम इज क्वाइट टफ एग्जाम. सो एक तो 90% न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं मशीन्स के, 10% क्वेश्चन होते हैं कंसेप्ट पे. ओके, तो कंसेप्चुअल क्वेश्चंस अगर आते हैं, देयर यू गेट लिटिल बिट कंफ्यूज. तो बेटर वे इज यू कैन skip that question, drop that question. Numerical question you should never skip, बिकॉज निगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं होता है न्यूमेरिकल को. न्यूमेरिकल अगर सॉल्व करके उसका आंसर अगर तुमको वहां पे टाइप करना है, मतलब वैसा क्वेश्चन होगा नॉन निगेटिव, सो दैट क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करना ही होता है, तुमको करना ही है. एंड इफ यू लर्न ऑल द फॉर्मूलाज, डेफिनेटली यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व दैट न्यूमेरिकल. तो मशीन्स में तुमको 7-8 मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं. सो लाइक दिस वेरी इजीली यू कैन गो अप टू 25 मार्क्स. ओके, 25 मार्क्स तुम गेन कर सकते हो अगर स्ट्रैटेजी करते हो तो. ओके, यू कैन प्रिपेयर योर ओन स्ट्रैटेजी. जैसे टेस्ट क्रिकेट जो होता है, टेस्ट क्रिकेट का स्ट्रेटेजी अलग होता है। वन डे जो ओडीआई होता है, ओडीआई मैच ओडीआई मैच का, वनडे मैच का स्ट्रेटेजी अलग होता है, और 2020 मैच का जो होता है उसका स्ट्रेटेजी अलग होता है। 2020 में कंसिडर दैट व्हेन यू आर गिविंग योर गेट एग्जाम, इट्स अ 2020 मैच। उसका स्ट्रेटेजी उस तरीके से तुमको बनाना है कि ये क्वेश्चन है, स्मार्टली आई विल अपियर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, आई विल स्किप फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन। जो क्वेश्चन तुमको आता नहीं है या फिर तुमको पता ही नहीं है, डोंट गो फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन इफ इट इज अ नेगेटिव मार्क। इफ देर इज अ नेगेटिव मार्क, यू शुड नॉट गो फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन। निगेटिव मार्क में तुम्हारा ज्यादा जाना नहीं चाहिए। पॉजिटिव मार्क्स जितने तुम्हारे करेक्ट है उतने भी मिले तुमको, तब भी तुम आराम से यू विल स्कोर 20-25 मार्क्स, अप टू 20-25 मार्क्स। उसके आगे तुम्हारा चैलेंज होता है एक्चुअली टू क्रैक द गेट एग्जामिनेशन। लास्ट टाइम इट वाज 32, ओके। उसके पहले कुछ 28 था, 29 था। अब बढ़ रहा है गेट का जो ये था, लिमिट था, मतलब क्रैक करने का जो लास्ट ये था वो बढ़ रहा है। ओके, जस्ट टेक 2 minutes ब्रेक, आई हैव अ कॉल, जस्ट अ मिनट। ओके, ऑल राइट। सो अगर ब्रेक हो गया होगा तो वी विल गो अहेड। गेट का मैं तुम्हारे को बहुत सारा इंफॉर्मेशन और आगे भी दूंगा। आई विल ट्राई टू गिव यू मोर ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन। लेट्स कम बैक टू मोड ऑफ ऑपरेशन। देखिए, देर आर 3 मोड्स ऑफ ऑपरेशन यू कैन सी हियर, इन्वर्टिंग मोड, नॉन इन्वर्टिंग मोड, और एक तीसरा होता है दैट इज डिफरेंशियल मोड। इन्वर्टिंग मोड में फेस शिफ्ट होता है 180 डिग्री का। नॉन इन्वर्टिंग मोड में देर इज नो फेस शिफ्ट। पॉजिटिव को दे रहे हो आप सप्लाई तो पॉजिटिव उस तरीके से ही मिलेगा एम्पलीफाई करके, इन्वर्टिंग में उल्टा मिलेगा। डिफरेंशियल मोड में डिफरेंशियल मोड में क्या होगा कि आउटपुट वोल्टेज विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू V1 minus V2. Okay. It is difference of non-inverting voltage minus inverting voltage. V1 मतलब non-inverting, V2 मतलब inverting. It is the difference. So देखते हैं one by one we will see inverting op amp मतलब क्या। Inverting op amp, okay, inverting op amp में resistance R1 connected to this inverting supply signal Vs. Then you can see here non-inverting terminal is grounded, okay, and feedback is taken, okay, feedback, that is RF is the feedback resistance, okay. So what happens here, there is a negative feedback, okay. Naturally the closed loop gain will be less than the open loop gain, so we can apply here the voltage gain, that is positive voltage gain. Internal resistance over here is infinite, which means that current is zero, okay. incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So here I can say current I is equal to this I1 or IF plus I2. This IF plus I2. This current I is equal to IF plus I2. So Vs minus Vn upon R1 is equal to Vn minus V0 upon Rn. ओके, ये करंट को कैसे लिख सकते हैं आप? करंट I को Vs minus Vn upon R1. This is supply voltage Vs. This is my node voltage Vn. So Vs minus Vn divided by R1, that is equal to current I. And this particular, you can say Vn minus V0 divided by Rf is equal to If. Vn minus V0 upon Rf, that is equal to If. So plus I2 is 0. I2 क्यों 0 है? Because it is grounded. Here I2. This I2. Sorry, I2 is 0 not because it is grounded. It is because the internal resistance is infinite. As the internal resistance is infinite, current I2 is 0. So the expression becomes, if we simplify this, it is Vs upon R1 is equal to minus V0 upon Rf. Okay, so this Vs upon R1 and minus V0 upon Rf. So if we take voltage terms together, that it becomes Vs upon V0 is equal to R1 upon Rf. If we reciprocal it, directly it can be written as V0 upon Vs is equal to minus Rf upon R1. All right. V0 upon Vs is equal to minus Rf upon R1 with phi equal to 180 degree phase shift. So this is what is the explanation for inverting op amp. Going ahead, if we talk about practical situation or exact analysis, if we do. In exact analysis, what happens is Vi is equal to Vp minus Vn. Okay, see here, this Vi, this is Vi, that is equal to Vp minus Vn. Okay, positive voltage minus negative voltage or no voltage. And V0 is equal to AV into Vp minus Vn. So input is equal to 0. And if we talk about these two resistances and the node voltage Vn, if I neglect the fan, if I remove this, yes, Vn and V0, okay, and this two resistances here in between, that is Vn. If we consider that circuit, particular circuit, that is Vn minus V0 upon Rf plus Vn minus Vs upon R1, that is equal to 0. So Vn we can consider common, and then in bracket it will be 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon Rf, and that is equal to V0 upon Rf plus Vs upon R1. So here, finally, if we talk about in terms of current, If is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Why? Because it's applying KCL over there. अगर KCL use करते हैं, ये both the currents are going out away. This is also coming inside. So applying KCL, it becomes this way, and simplifying further the expressions. Applying KCL at non-inverting terminal. Now we will see non-inverting. Summer. What do you mean by summer? Okay, adding all the currents and giving the output accordingly. It's called as sum. Okay, so this non-inverting summer, you can see here, inverting terminal is grounded, and for positive, that is the non-inverting terminal, here you can see the supply is given. Non-inverting terminal V1, V2, V3. Okay, R resistance. The resistance is common for all, R. So this is my voltage Vp, I1, I2. This is R. So Vp minus V1 upon R, Vp minus V2 upon R, Vp minus V3 upon R, ये टोटल सबका समेशन करते हैं, तो दैट इज सपोज टू बी 0. Okay, applying KCL at non-inverting terminal. So if we apply here KCL, current direction is in this way. Current flowing towards the, or current coming towards the node is equal to current going away from the node, sorry. So this node, particular node, current going inside is this all, and going outside is this. So that is equal to 0 naturally. So summation of all this will be equal to 0. Are you getting? Vp minus V1 upon R, Vp minus V2 upon R, Vp minus V3 upon R. Okay, Vp minus V1 upon R, Vp minus V2 upon R, Vp minus V3 upon R. एक सिंपल वे बताता हूं आपको रिकॉल करने का. ट्राई टू रिकॉल और ट्राई टू रिमेंबर द पिक्टोरियल फॉर्म. पिक्चर को इमेजिन करो और रिमेंबर करो, स्टोर इट इन योर ब्रेन. नॉन इन्वर्टिंग कैसे दिखता है? समर. नॉन इन्वर्टिंग समर कैसे दिखता है? नॉन इन्वर्टिंग का मतलब है नॉन निगेटिव, मतलब पॉजिटिव. नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल इज पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल. वो पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल को हम सप्लाई दे रहे हैं और समर फॉर्म कर रहे हैं, तो वो समर जो होगा दैट विल give you output as 0. All right. So going ahead, Vp is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 upon 3. Okay. The LCM is common, so it will be R, and it will become 3 Vp if we take addition of this Vp plus Vp plus Vp. So 3 Vp minus V1 minus V2 minus V3 divided by R equal to 0. So then by finding out Vp, that is V1 plus V2 plus V3 upon 3, V0 upon Vp, we know that V0 upon Vp is equal to 1 plus Rf upon R1. So substitute Vp over there. So it will be V naught equal to 1 plus Rf upon R1 into V1 plus V2 plus V3 divided by 3. Now here Rf and R1 is feedback resistance and inverting resistance. Resistance inverting terminal. If Rf is equal to 2R1, so it will be 3 will get cancelled, and then it will be V naught equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So you have to take Rf such a way that feedback resistance should be such that it is twice of the inverting resistance connected to inverting terminal. Okay, let's take a break of 2 minutes over here. We will be back. I'm very much sorry. The consultancy meeting was going on. Consultancy is a portfolio in our college. I'm the head of that portfolio for consultancy. So there are different um, works from industry that can be done in our department. Means that are supposed to be done by the department, like earthing of industry residence in building, wiring of any residence, wiring of an industry. Then there is one more proposal from my side, that is battery charging station can be installed in our department, or maintenance service for e-vehicles that can be provided from the department, from our institution. So regarding that, there was one meeting. Coming back to our topic, that is current to voltage converter. Now we have seen non-inverting summer, okay, op amp as a summer, application of op amp as a summer. Now application of op amp as a voltage converter. What do you mean by voltage converter? So that we are going to see current to voltage, okay. So if the supply is of current source, okay, current source is given to the inverting terminal. In that case, how to convert this particular current to voltage? So how is it possible? By using op amp. So voltage at P is equal to 0. That is equal to voltage at node Vn. So Vp minus, or I can say Vn minus V naught, okay, Vn minus V naught divided by Rf, that is equal to Is. And V naught is equal to minus If into minus Is into Rf. So V naught is independent of RL, and hence it is a converter. Now this is also a particular circuit you can see, where current source is given, and R and RL, similar fashion of this circuit, op amp circuit is given over here. But in this case, this becomes parallel, this becomes short, it becomes redundant, which you cannot say that it is converting Is into voltage source, because V naught is dependent on RL. Here, V naught is independent of RL. So V naught can be considered as minus Is into RF. This feedback resistance multiplied by the source current Is. And that is negative because connected to negative terminal or terminal. Which is voltage to current converter. It can be also used as voltage to current converter. Okay. Op amp can also be used as voltage to current converter. So while using op amp as voltage to current converter, you can see here there is a floating load, that is Vs is connected to negative terminal. R1 is the resistance connected to this negative terminal signal, and RL is the resistance, that is feedback resistance. Direction of current I, direction of I naught, it is opposite to each other. So when there is a floating load, I can say that it is standard conversion to take load current I naught in direction away from output voltage. So here you can see the circuit which is simplified and shown over here, Vs. To convert it into current, by applying Ohm's law, you can see V naught upon RL is equal to I naught. And that can also be said to be Vs upon Rs plus RL. Okay, Vs upon Rs plus RL. So, just a minute. There is a lot of disturbance today. I'm very much sorry about it. We will come to differential amplifiers. Directly, we will come to differential amplifier. This concept, differential amplifier, you must be curious about this. It means the difference between the input voltage, that is called as difference voltage. You can see output voltage here, it is equal to the differential gain AD multiplied by difference voltage VD. Now difference voltage is V1 minus V2. AD is difference gain. Practically what happens? It acts like a two different amplifiers. One is 0 degree phase shift, one is 180-degree phase shift. This is negative terminal, this is positive terminal. Now what happens? Consider A1 as the amplifier or gain, amplifier gain for amplifier 1. A2 is gain for amplifier 2. So voltage will be A1 into V1. Here the voltage will be A2 into V2. If we do the summation over here, if we take V0, that will be A1 minus A1 V1 plus A2 V2. ये है समर A1 V1 plus A2 V2. So here V0 is equal to, suppose 100 is the gain of difference into multiplied by V1 minus V2. Okay, let A1 is equal to 100 and A2 is equal to minus 100. Okay, so if this is 100 and minus 100, 0 degree phase shift and 180-degree phase shift. So to write the above equation, A1 and A2 should be equal with 180-degree phase shift. So the above equation is possible only if the amplifiers are identical. That means A1 and A2 magnitude is same, but 180-degree phase shift. One is positive, another one is negative. Okay. So practically it is not possible to have identical amplifiers. Whatever I was talking, it was identical, or sorry, ideal condition. Okay, this is ideal condition, but practically this is not possible. So V0 is equal to 100 V1 minus 90 V2. 90 into bracket V1 minus V2 plus 10 V1. If there is some noise signal, okay, present at both terminals, and ideally it should cancel out, but for unidentical amplifiers V0 is equal to 100 into V1 plus Vn minus 90 into V1 plus Vn. Okay, so for practical amplifier, V0 is equal to AdVd plus AC Vc. That is called as error gain and error voltage. It is actually E, AE and VE. AC and VC. So common mode, actually it is common mode method. So I can say AC is equal to common mode gain and VC is equal to common mode voltage, that is the signal. given by V1 plus V2 divided by 2. So ideally, AC should be 0 and practically AC should be very small. Okay, practically it is small. So common mode rejection ratio, that is CMRR, common mode rejection ratio. So in that case, for differential amplifier 1, okay, means for first amplifier, AC is equal to 10, AD is equal to 1000, and so AD upon AC is 100. CMRR is the ratio of differential gain divided by the common gain. Again, for second amplifier, AC is equal to 1, AD is equal to 10, so it becomes 10 divided by 1, so 10 is the answer. Amplifier 1 is later than amplifier 2. So these are the formulas for CMRR. So let's see ahead what is. This is one question over here. The circuit shown is a differential amplifier using an ideal op-amp. The question is find output voltage V0. Second question, find CMRR. And third is show that CMRR is equal to infinite if R1 on R is equal to R1 R2. So this figure you can see, observe here, inverting terminal V2 resistance R is connected. For non-inverting terminal, that is positive terminal, V1 is connected, R2 and R1 connected as shown here. R dash is the feedback resistance. So the first question is we have to find out output voltage V0. So taking V2 is equal to 0, Vp can be written as V1 into R1 upon R1 plus R2. And V01 will be equal to 1 plus R dash upon R into Vp. And that comes out to be V0 or V01 equal to 1 plus R dash upon R multiplied by R1 upon R1 plus R2 into Vp. Second is we have to find out the CMRR, common mode rejection ratio. So this is the calculation for common mode rejection ratio. V naught 2, that is equal to minus R dash upon R into V2. Okay, and V naught is equal to V01 plus V02. That is equal to 1 plus R dash upon R into R1 upon R1 plus R2 multiplied by V1. So minus R dash upon R into V2. In this question, you have to find out CMRR, AD, AC, and also V naught if V1 is equal to V2. Okay, observe this question. We'll take break of 1 minute, 2 minutes break. So I hope this numerical, you must have tried it. First thing is you have to find out CMRR ratio. You have to find out CMRR. You can directly say that RF upon R and R1 upon R2. These two resistances, whether they are equal or not. So 100 upon 10 and 10 upon 1. So it is one and the same. So CMRR is equal to infinite and AC is equal to 0. AD, we have to find out a formula A1 minus A2 upon 2. So A1 and A2, A1 is 10. A1 is the gain for non-inverting terminal. Okay, to the ground over there, and AC is equal to 0. You have found out. So A1 is equal to A2. So it comes out to be 10 minus 10 divided by 2. That comes out to be 10 again. 20 divided by 2. V naught is equal to AD into VD plus AC into VC. Okay. AD into AC, AD into VD plus AC into VC. So AD, because AD is equal to AC, this will be considered as AD. So AD taking common, it will be in bracket V1 minus V2. Okay. So BJT is one more important topic over here that we will be taking it later on. Actually, BJT I had already explained you during the first session. So multi-vibrators, a stable, monostable, mid-trigger, okay, that is remaining. And I hope next session, Nikhil Vaidya sir, he will definitely tell you about multi-vibrators. So let's take attendance feedback again. So if any one of you has not filled this feedback, I will again float the feedback. You have to okay. You have to give your attendance over here. You have to fill the feedback. Okay, if you have filled, then it's okay. We will stop here, so you can leave the meeting now.